Cards. I'm Mr. Scully. I'm the principal here at Thomas Worthington. Welcome back. If you haven't been here before, and if you were here last year, you know that we're in phase 1 of a major building project here at Thomas Worthington that will last for the next 3.5 years. So over the summer, we've had quite a bit of the building taken down, and we've had some new buildings that have gone up. We'd like to take you on a tour today to show you what's changed. So you may or may not know this, but our old library housed our main data frame. The main data frame was actually a place where the internet ran through fiber optic cable through Thomas Worthington to the rest of the school district. When you knock down the library where your main data frame is, it has to go somewhere. They decided to move it into the northwest end of the building, which happens to be our wrestling room. So all of our data and new electrical feed comes through the southwest end of our building. So you can see our wrestling room is no longer the wrestling room. The long-term plan for wrestling is to create a space in the balcony of the gym. We'll have roll-forward bleachers, and that will be the wrestling space during the winter, and it'll be able to be rolling backward for basketball games when needed. So we're pretty excited about this change, but as of now, the wrestling room is no longer. It's the new main data frame. So the southeast corner of the auxiliary gym, you can see some steel reinforcement back there right now, heading into the ceiling. That will actually be where the new building is accessible from the gym spaces. So the front of this auxiliary gym will include our new weight room and our new card center, and that is connected to our new school building. So they actually took down that southeast corner of the auxiliary gym on the outside. So if you were driving by the outside, you'd see there was an entire wall removed. That's why they took it down. It's access for the new building once the new building is built. Out front, you'll notice two things happening. One, you'll see our old building that's been demolished being taken apart. They're actually actively separating recyclable materials from trash materials. So it takes them quite a bit of time as they pull metal out, and then they remove metal for recycling, and then the other stuff they're taking to a landfill. You'll also see the foundation for the new building being built. So this cinder block footprint is the footprint of the new building that's being built. And that old building is in the way, which is why they had to tear that down first. So those are the two big things going out front. Literally the old building coming down as the new building is being built. All right, so right now I'm standing directly across from the auditorium. This used to be the hallway by the library that went down to the library. You might recognize this post. There used to be a trash can right by this post, library entrance right here. No longer. So that's what you'll notice. Since we took off the library and where our foreign language classes were and the Cardinal Theater, all those access points are now going to be plaster walls. And by the time you get here, these will all be painted and you'll be walking through going, I swear there was something here that I remember that's not here anymore. It's pretty crazy. Okay, so I promise you that when you're here, we won't have wires hanging down out of the ceiling. We're still working. This is actually still an active construction zone. But you can see the sign pointing to the Cardinal Theater. There is a wall here, so there's nowhere to go. There's a wall with a door, and behind that door, frankly, is just some steel reinforcement, and it's pretty much almost directly accessible to outside. So this hallway is simply a hallway from here all the way to the west end. There are no turnoffs anywhere. So Cardinal Theater is gone, library is gone, our foreign language rooms are gone, card center is gone, business area is gone. Just gone, literally, down to dirt. So I had to move it to make room for the new building. All right, so I am at the top of the T on the first floor. So this would be coming from the west end all the way to the science area. Cafeteria is off here to my left. Off to my right would be 185, 186. And then if you go left, we head out to door 10. Door 10 is where the modulars are going to be. So what you're seeing right now is our modular classroom setup. The modulars, that actual building is a large rectangle. There is a hallway down the middle of the building, and there are 6 classes on the left and on the right, so a total of 12 classrooms. Those classrooms are full-size classrooms, and in fact, when you're actually in the modular, you're going to feel like you're in a school, a separate school. Those modulars will have Wi-Fi. They will have all the same access that we have in our classrooms. They will have heating and cooling, and there will be restrooms available adjacent to the modulars outside. And yes, we will have camera and vape detector coverage. I know that people are curious about that. It's going to be a great space. It's not perfect. It is definitely temporary, but I think you'll have a good time out there. Okay, one of the things that you'll notice on our property, we have multiple projects happening at the same time. So this athletic field is expected to be ready by August 1st. It's a turf field with lights. It's more of a practice field than a competition field, although we do expect there to be some competition that probably happens on it. We're excited about that. That's actually part of our bond issue project from this most recent bond issue. And there's another project that's actually separate. It's from an old bond issue. It's the end of the Phase 1 Master Facilities Plan is the Field House project. We're gonna take a look at that in a second. Just wanted to give you kind of a view of what our turf field looks like right now. All right, so here we are at the Field House project. Again, this was the end of the Master Facility Plan Phase 1. This is the last project. This is actually on the previous bond issue, not the most recent one. What we have behind us is our new field house. It will house most of our varsity locker rooms. The bottom floor underneath that patio is actually where the concession stand will be. We'll have an athletic training office as well, and then obviously a place for visitors to go at halftime and things like that. Really proud of this facility. We're really excited. On the second floor, you can see all those windows. That's actually a team meeting space. So it will house pretty much any of our varsity teams, place for them to meet, go over film, have meetings, have food, things like that. Pretty excited about that community space that exists now. Expecting to be done by August 1st. Obviously they're rocking and rolling right now trying to get there, but we're really excited with the progress. Things that have changed that would be noticeable other than the brand new beautiful building. We'll now have accessibility for ADA accessibility, so people with wheelchairs, people who can't take the steep slopes that we used to have. We actually have a ramp built in now that's more accessible. So pretty excited for all of the things that are upgraded in this new facility, and think it'll be a much better experience for our fans and for our students. I've really enjoyed getting to show you all the stuff we've been working on. This year we plan to do a regular construction update that's Thomas Worthington specific. It will be linked in our newsletter. We'll try to keep it short and sweet with all the highlights and lowlights, but hope you'll tune in.